Welcome to Smartphone Graphics Design course, powered by Excel Digital Hub. My name is Jacob Jerusa, and I will be your tutor. You can reach me via any of the social media handles displayed on your screen. Now, who is this course for? If you are a small business owner, a medium-sized business owner, a student, or anyone who wants to become a graphics designer, this course is for you. This course is for you. So relax. I want you to relax because I will show you how to leverage your Android phone to do great stuff. So this is a table of contents we shall be looking at for this module. I will hold you by the hand to discuss each and every one of them. Introduction: what is graphic design? Elements of graphic design, principles of graphic design, rules of graphic design. You really need to understand this. The Android phone in your hand is a very powerful device that you can use to do amazing stuff, and that includes graphics design. Many persons, which have been estimated to be about 3 billion, have smartphones, but you see, many are underutilizing it, particularly in Africa. I am glad that you've taken this bold step to maximize your smartphone, and I want to assure you that by the time you are through with this course, you'll be confident enough to say, my smartphone is indeed a powerful device. Also, I encourage you to follow this course serially for best understanding. Now, the first here is, what is graphics design? We shall be looking at definitions from different aspects or perspective. The first one is from Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Graphic design is the act or profession of using design elements. We shall be looking at design elements subsequently, such as typography and images, to convey information or create an effect. The act or profession of using design elements such as typography and images to convey information or create an effect. The second definition says graphic design is a craft where professionals create visual content to communicate messages. And this definition is by Interaction Design Foundation. According to them, they define graphic design as a craft where professionals, you're going to become a professional smartphone graphics designer, to create visual content that communicate messages. The third one, graphic design is the use of color, shape, layout, typography, and other elements to create and promote a message. And this is by Eric Miller. So if you look at these definitions carefully, there is something that is particularly unique. The first one, it says to convey information or create an effect. The second one, to communicate messages. The third one, to create and promote a message. So these definitions have something in common. The main purpose of graphic design is to communicate, is to pass across a message. So I hope that is clear. So now we head on to the next on our table of content, which is elements of graphics design. Elements of graphics design. The first here is line. Now, what is a line? A line is defined as a path through two or more points. A path through two or more points. Or it is defined by a point moving in space. It is actually the most basic element. It can be thin, as you can see on the illustration on your screen. It can be thin, it can be thick, it can be curved, it can be horizontal, it can be vertical, it can be diagonal. So these are the different ways in which a line can be. Alright, so what is the use of line? Lines can be used for a wide range of purposes. Number one, it can be used in stressing a word or a phrase, and also it can be used in creating patterns and lots more. So that is line. The next element of graphic design is shape. There are three basic shape types. You have the geometric, the natural, and abstract. And the geometric shapes, they are the shapes that we normally see in maybe mathematics or in other classical subjects we saw in secondary school. We have the square, we have rectangle, we have circle, we have triangle, and so on and so forth. So that is the geometric type. The natural type, these include objects. These include stuff like people, leaves, trees, etc. So these are natural shapes. Abstract includes icons, styles or patterns that has been created, all fall under abstract shapes. Alright, so what is the use of shapes in design? Shapes are used to create a visually eye-catching and pleasing design. That is basically the use of shape. The next element is color. There is a psychology behind the feelings that colors can evoke, and that is why it is important, because colors are used to generate emotions. They actually define importance, and as well as unify branding and lots more. If you notice, people that are engaged in branding have a particular color that their brand is known with. Alright, so colors can be used to unify a brand, can be used to generate emotions. For example, the color red indicates danger, you understand? So, and so on and so forth. That is the simple way to describe color. The next is texture. Texture basically relates to surface of objects, like how they would feel when they were touched. All right, as you can see on the illustrations here on your screen, it can be rough, it can be smooth, it can be hard, it can be soft, and so on and so forth. So using texture in design adds depth. It actually adds depth. The next is size. Size basically describes how small or large an object is in a design. It is used to convey importance also, and also to attract attention. As you can see, the typography here by the left of your screen, size, size, size. The first one is smaller, medium, large. The same with this star shape. So size actually creates this, it conveys importance and actually attracts attention. The next element is space. So space is any area in a design left blank, and it can be used to separate a group of information. It can also be used to give the eye a rest. Just imagine if there were no space in any design. Everything is jam-packed together. There is no space that separates certain group of information on your design. Your eyes will be stressed. You'll be looking for certain information that your eyes will suffer it. So space also give the eye a rest, and also used to separate group of information. This is very important in design. Spacing is very important. The last but not the least element is typography. Typography basically deals with text. So it is important as it can affect the design's messaging. Most times, the messages are passed across using text, and text can come in different ways. For example, it can be light, it can be regular, it can be medium, it can be bold. All right, so this is about the elements of design. Now let's move on to the next on